Hey guys, hey, I'm here to talk to you about MEPs because I did go a while ago. I just now decided since it's almost time to go to the Air Force BMT, I might as well give some advice about MEPs and my experience. So, when I first got to MEPs, I had left in the afternoon and I got there maybe 2.5 hours later. Um, I went to a hotel and I met some of the people who were also joining the Air Force in different branches of the military as well. And we just hung out and we played games. They let you leave the hotel, but you have to be back during curfew. Um, then you just go to sleep. You get to meet your roommate before that. Hopefully it's a nice person. Mine was really nice, quiet. She didn't really do much. She just slept. So did I. So the next day, they give you a morning wake up call, and that was about 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning, and we left. We got on the bus, and on the bus we had to watch a video of what to expect at MEPS. Okay, we were all kind of tired, but at the same time we just laughed and we talked, and then we pull up to this building, and we hear Reveille, and we're just like, oh my god, and we see these people run out the building starting their run, and we're like, that's what we have to look forward to. Okay. And then so we go and we have to get in the line. The people are generally calm because we're not in basic training. We're just trying to get checked out. We're not in the military yet. You're not gonna yell at us like we crazy. So then after we get in the line, we have to go to these doors and kind of get searched, which is crazy. But we get searched. We go through metal detectors. We have to get our bags checked. And as soon as I went in, I got called out because I had on a bandana. She yelled at me. She's like, take it off now. Duh. So I'm just saying, if your hair looks crazy underneath your scarf or bandana, just know you gotta take off your bandana. After that, we put our bags in this little room with security cameras all over it, so nobody could steal. And the door locks as soon as you walk out, so no one can go in there unless you ask to be let in. So after that, you have to go meet your liaison. I was like, what the heck is a liaison? A liaison is the person. It's like a unit of whatever branch you're going to. My liaison was the Air Force since I'm going to the Air Force. I had to go to my Air Force liaison. The amazing part about the Air Force is that not a lot of people get in. So while there were long lines for like Army and Navy, the line for the Air Force was really short. Like I just went in and went out. And people were like, "How did you get out so fast?" Because I'm Air Force. I only met 3 people who were joining the Air Force. There was only 3 of us. That's it, 3, and the rest were all Marines, Navy, Army, and like maybe 1 National Guard. So, um, after that, we went to this other room to get briefed. We met this sergeant. She was really nice, and she talked to us about what the day was kind of going to be like. We had to sign papers, like whether or not we got suspended in school. I lied. I did. I'm not going to lie to you. We had to take our breathalyzer, and that was it. We had to watch a little video, and we had to fill out a Scantron. I don't understand any of that, but it was easy enough. Then after that, we went to the medical process and we got checked out. We had to wait and sit in a line, give our papers to the liaison behind the desk, and she checked us out and was like, okay, you're free to go. Go ahead. Go get your first exam. First exam was vision. We had to make sure that you can do color perception, depth perception. Then that was it. So for depth, you had to see which object is sticking out. And it's kind of hard to tell because, like, everything looks the same. You have to really stare at it to figure out which one is really standing out to you. It's pretty easy. Then you had to do the color one. So you had to see if you could find the number within the different mixture of colors. Then we had to do the hearing test. Easy. You just click the little button whenever you heard a noise. It didn't matter which side. If you heard it, you just clicked it. And they test how good you do in each ear. So they also do your height and weight, of course. Then they check your blood. You don't say anything stupid. Seriously. They ask you, hey, do you faint at the sight of blood? And they do it really slick. Like, you get in there, you're sitting in the chair, and they go to take your blood, and they're like, so, are you afraid of needles? Are you afraid of blood? And it's casual. If you say, yeah, I'm scared of blood, they really kick you out. So don't say that. Don't say anything. If you're not gonna die or anything, don't say you are afraid of blood, because they will tell and they will kick you out. And another thing that they do, they try to act like they're your friend. We met this really friendly higher up. I don't even know what rank he was, but he was higher up. You could tell. And he told us, if your recruiter told you to lie about anything, tell me right now. You're not going to get in trouble. Don't listen to him. Do not say anything, because your recruiters will tell you, like, don't tell them this. Don't tell them you have allergies. Don't tell them blah, blah, blah. Don't tell them blah, blah, blah. They're doing that to help you. You want to get into the United States, insert whatever Air Force here. Don't tell them that you have allergies or that you've taken medication. They will kick you out for the slightest thing. So it's like, have you ever taken over-the-counter medicine? They'll kick you out if you say yes. You gotta say no. So, say no. And if they ask you if your recruiter told you to say no, lie. Be like, no, they didn't tell me that. I've just never taken it. I get well naturally. I drink tea, chicken noodle soup. Okay, so after that, we had to take our clothes off. That's when we met gynecologist. I want to say gynecologist. That's when we met our gynecologist. She was evil. She was a mean lady. Okay. She told you, take your clothes off in that room. Go in that room, take your clothes off, put on this robe, and come back in here. She examined you. I don't know how the guys were, but for the girls, she checks your boobs. Sorry, guys. She checks your boobs, and it hurts. I don't know why, because she presses really hard. She's like, like pushing to make sure that you don't have any discharge and da-da-da-da. She checks your feet to make sure you're not too flat-footed. I'm slightly flat-footed in my right foot because I broke the arch in my heel when I was younger. But I still passed. And they check. They make you lay down on your side, and they check you. They make you cough to see, how you're doing down there. And she checks everything. Okay, just that, there's no privacy. She's seen it all. Then, once you've cleared, you have to do the urine test. And you do the urine test in front of this lady. She puts you in a stall, and you have to go to the bathroom in a cup. You can't close the door. There's a door, but you can't close it. For me, I have a bladder shyness. So whenever I have to go to the bathroom and I know that somebody is watching me or listening, I can't go. So I couldn't go. It took me 3 times before I could go to the bathroom. And they only give you 3 tries. If you can't get on your 3rd try, then that's it. She ran water. She talked to me. and she gave me a cup of water, warm water, and I drank it. And when I drank it, I went to the bathroom. So there we go. Try to use the bathroom. Um, yeah, and it's not that bad. It really wasn't bad, her watching me pee at all. Because they don't really watch you, they just stand there. They just stand there. They may glance occasionally, but for the most part, she's looking down or she's looking to the side or she's looking at a paper. They don't care about you and your vajayjay or your PP. They just want to make sure that you're going to the bathroom and you're not doing anything to your pee, I guess. And you hand it to the lady, she marks it, you're done. Now, you go in this room again, this time with a group of girls. And they tell you, take your clothes off, but leave on your underwear, like your bra and your underwear. Or for guys, your underwear, I don't know. But for your girls, underwear and bra. Strip down. And she comes in and she makes us do a bunch of stuff like the duck walk, which is relatively easy. For me, I was kind of like one of the last to go amongst the girls, so I would see how they would do it and I would see what they were doing wrong, and so when it was my turn to go, I got it perfect. You know, the arm circle thing, you know, you know, regular walking, bending down so she could check your spine, da 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 da. It's kind of weird, but you get used to it because all of you feel awkward. So because everyone feels awkward, it makes it less awkward. I don't know if that makes sense. After that, the day went by pretty quick. It may not have gone by quickly, but it felt like it went by quick because you were always doing something. After that, I'm getting blown up on my Instagram. I'm sorry. After that happened, we had a seat and we waited, and then they finally said, "Okay, guys, you can go have lunch." We had lunch. We couldn't use our phones, but we had lunch. It was a good lunch, like a regular sandwich, cookies, apples, juice, soda, whatever you wanted. Now, what I'm gonna say is, when you go to MEPs, do not exercise the day before. I say that because you do not want protein to be in your pee. There was a lot of girls who had made it all the way to the pee stage and they couldn't go past that. They had to come back like a week later because they had protein in their pee, and you get protein in your pee when you exercise right before. It's crazy. You can't do it though. What else? After that, you go back to your liaison, show them everything, you pass the medical, they're like, okay, cool. After you do that, you have to go and get your fingerprint scanned. They have to sync you into the system. From that point on, everything you sign is not an actual signature. It's thumbprint, 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 pointer, every single time now, because they want your biometrical, bio something, bio, I don't know. They want your thumbprint. Yep. And then they take one picture of you to match your face with the thumbprint. One time, that's it. After that, you clarify all your information. This is where I live, this is who I am, this is my social security, this is who you should contact. Basic paperwork. And then after that, you wait to talk to your liaison again. This time you're going to go in, you are going to pull. No, it's a bar. You're going to lift up the bar and they're going to set it to different weights. The most I could lift up was 90 pounds. I did not want to go 400. I said, just leave it at 90. That's all I'm going to do. The more you lift, the more jobs you can get. I got to pick my jobs that I was interested in, and I signed. That was it. Then after that, I just waited for everyone else to get done. And everyone was like, oh my gosh, how did you get done so fast? Air Force life. There's not a lot of people going to the Air Force, so it's quick and easy. Yes. And I got done really quick, and I called my recruiter, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm done." So, I'm not done. Almost. After you do that, after you sign everything, you go give a slip to the man at the front desk, and you say, "I'm ready for phase 2." Yes, phase 2. Phase 2 is a mock swearing. You go in this nice room with every branch of the military's flag, so cute, a big podium, and then a glass all around you. You go in there with everyone, and you say, "I, Renasia T. Stackhouse, do solemnly swear," da 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 da. You know, right before you go in that room to do that, though, you have to go and talk to the person in charge of everything. She was nice. She was a nice African American lady in charge. She was a chief of the Navy. She was really nice, and she said, "Listen, guys, at this point on, just letting you know, if you don't show up for work, it's punishable by death. You can die if you don't. We can take your life. You're just giving us because you're going AWOL, basically. If you don't show up for work, you're going AWOL. We just want to let you know that. And if you go AWOL, we can fine you. We can put you in jail, and we can give you the death penalty. So, don't skip work. No pressure." Other than that, it was an easy day. So if you're going Air Force, congratulations. You are going to have a smooth sailing. It's not hard. Just remember to follow directions. It's easy, because we had some troublemakers in my group who were disrespecting the person in charge, and they got kicked out super early. Like, I'm telling you, like, this is serious. As soon as we got there, we got there for 5 in the morning, 5:30ish, 5 in the morning, and as soon as we got there to start filling out paper and get our drug test, the guy goes and like just starts yelling at the lady, like, "Why we gotta do this? Da 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 da." And she was trying to calm him down at first. And she was like, "It's early in the morning, I understand." And then he just kept ranting, and she said, "Get out." He said, "Okay, bye." So he had to go right back home. He had to get somebody to pick him up from where we were. And just because he wanted to be disobedient. So just get your stuff done. Be respectful. Don't exercise the day before because you don't want protein pee. And yeah, Air Force, we got a smooth sailing. Easy. And so because I am leaving for basic training on April 11th, I'm going to keep you posted. I'm going to tell you soon what I'm packing. Because I'm packing twice. I already know this. I'm packing for BMT and I'm packing for tech school. I'm leaving my tech school bag at home so my parents can bring it when I graduate. I'm going to tell you about that later, though. So, if you have any questions about MEPs, let me know. There's a lot of stuff that I skipped, but I gave you the gist of the day. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to know, you meet friends when you're at MEPs. I mean, you may not get their numbers. Some people you might. Like, I met people who I actually went to school with in middle school, and I was like, wow, this is awesome, yay. But you're not going to meet many Air Force friends at MEPS because, like I said, there was only 3 of us. And they have a strict limit of how many people they're going to let in a day. Okay? And I think the Air Force was like 15. 15 people get through the whole day. Any more than that, that's it. There's none. You get cut off. They have to let someone go. There was only 3 of us. 2 of us made it. 2. The other one got booted because something didn't work out. I don't know. But yeah, you got the idea. Like, subscribe, ask questions. I got you. I could tell you about what happened in the recruiter's office before I got there. Everything. Just hit me up, you know?